There have been multiple attempts at creating a secondary game mode for zombies. There was Grief, Turned, and Zombie Rush. And with the release of Black Ops Cold War Zombies, we are introduced to Onslaught, the newest attempt at a second game mode for zombies. This game mode is very simple. There's a circle around you, and if you go outside of that circle, you take damage. While staying inside the circle, you have to kill zombies to basically fill a soul box. After you're done, the circle will move. Every time the circle moves, it's called a surge. And every 3 surges, you get a boss round. With every surge, everything becomes more difficult, and the zombies and the bosses will gain more health. Every time you kill a boss, you get a perk, and you get other random loot like guns and support items. And that's it. There is no pack-a-punch, there is no mystery box, no doors, no perk machines, nothing. I think it's safe to say that this is a game mode that is very lazily put together, and it doesn't have much to offer. It becomes very repetitive very fast. Not having access to pack-a-punch and ammo mods makes everything so much worse. You eventually get to a point in the game where the bosses have so much health, your weapon is gonna be so weak, and you're gonna end up shooting the bosses for 10 to 15 minutes straight. And it's gonna make you want to blow your brains out. And that's the problem with this game mode. Just to be clear, I have no problem with the simplicity of the game mode. I think a second game mode for zombies should be simple. It should cater to casual players. But this is such a half-ass attempt that it's simply boring. First of all, the maps are all multiplayer maps, and it doesn't really matter which map you're playing because the layout of those maps make little to no difference in the quality of the gameplay. The only one that might stand out a little bit is Nuketown. This game mode has potential, it really does. I like the fact that you can get straight into the action. You don't have to do any sort of setup. You just spawn in and you start shooting zombies. It kind of reminds me of Bus Depot in Black Ops 2. Except Bus Depot was actually a lot more fun because it was about survival. This game mode is not interesting because you're not struggling to survive. You don't die because you get overwhelmed by zombies. You usually quit the game because you get tired of shooting the Megaton over and over again and not seeing any results. You get to a point in the game where you just want to stop playing, and that should never ever be the case with any video game, ever. They need to add a pack-a-punch power-up, maybe ammo mod power-ups, and they need to make it so that occasionally zombies give you weapon drops as well. And we need to be able to get legendary weapons a lot earlier in the game, so that way we don't end up having to deal with a bullet sponge Megaton with an uncommon LMG. I don't understand how this game mode is the exclusive content for PlayStation players. Like, somebody looked at this and went, yeah, this will incentivize those Xbox and PC players to move over to this side. No, it fucking doesn't. If you're an Xbox or PC player, don't even think about feeling envious because you're not missing out on much. Cold War Zombies has some very interesting gameplay mechanics, and they could do some very interesting stuff using those mechanics in a second game mode, but they haven't even tried, and I really hope they look at the feedback and take a closer look at Onslaught and realize that there is potential, and that they can do some great things with it if they were willing to do so. Underneath this boring, simple, poorly designed game mode lies a decent gameplay experience, and Treyarch is gonna have to do some digging to uncover its true potential. That is gonna do it for today's video. Let me know in the comment section down below what you think of Onslaught. I do hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to drop a like, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.